Good afternoon. Welcome to the newest edition of the Brokers 315, providing three aspects of one strategy in 5 minutes or less. I'm Chad Granger, the Regional Manager for PrimePay's Benefits and Compliance Services, and today I'd like to discuss something we affectionately refer to as WOTC, that is, Work Opportunity Tax Credit. Now, WOTC is a federal program that gives employers up to $9,600 in tax credits per employee if the employee is from an eligible pool of candidates that includes some of the following. So veterans would be included in that, ex-felons who maybe have gotten released and are looking for a fresh start in a new job, youth employees who work between May 1st and September 15th, long-term unemployed individuals, if they've been unemployed 27 weeks or more, would qualify for the program, and there are some others listed there as well. I just want to highlight a few. Industries such as restaurants, hospitality, construction, blue-collar or trade industries, and others which commonly have high employee turnover could potentially be leaving money on the table. You can imagine the task of filing this paperwork manually is quite a deterrent for the busy HR staff or ownership to take advantage of this program. Now, the Work Opportunity Tax Credit can only be claimed during a small window when the new employee is hired. It cannot be obtained for current employees, even if they would otherwise qualify. Now, if the client's utilizing a payroll provider who has this process automated, the entire process can be done quickly and conveniently online. Form 8850 is the pre-screening form to determine the eligibility and to make a written request to the state workforce agency of the state in which the business is located, and that is where the employer works, to certify an individual as a member of the targeted group for the purposes of the tax credit. Once that's been determined, the employer then, at the end of the year, must file a Form 5884 or Form 3800, depending on what type of entity they are, with their corporate tax returns in order to obtain the credit. And there's no cap on the number of employees for which an employer can receive the tax credit. So if they hire 10 individuals from that pool of candidates, they can get the full credit for all 10. So a quick case study here. ABC Catering Company hires 4 employees from the pool of WOTC-eligible candidates. There are various factors which determine the total amount of the credit, but let's say they have 2 new hires who have been unemployed for 6 months or more. Another new hire is a veteran hired less than a year from leaving the service, and maybe a fourth as a summer youth employee. They're going to get various levels of tax credits. And in this example, that will total $26,400 that they'll get to take off their corporate tax return. Now, do you think any of your clients would like to take that much off their taxes? I'm sure they would. Question is, what might they do with it? As far as why WOTC is important to the benefits broker, I mean, in general, this program is underutilized either out of ignorance or simply out of inconvenience as far as having to file the paperwork. So for current clients, it's simply not well known, and you can at least bring it to your client's attention and talk about ways to address it. It's a great opportunity to discuss the program, though, with prospects, particularly from industries who hire from this pool of eligible candidates. It can be leveraged to reduce the overall expense of the employee benefits package. It could also be a means by which a client could afford additional services that maybe they couldn't before. And it will also demonstrate your value as the broker and possibly be a differentiator for your agency. And that's it, just under 5 minutes. So there's my contact information. I just scratched the surface with WOTC, so if you have any questions, certainly do email me. I'd be happy to discuss it with you further. I also would love to talk to you about our Broker Concierge program, how we can help you help your clients retain your book of business and expand your market share. Thanks very much for your time today. Take care.